Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another price increase video. Unfortunately, this time around it is the Chanel price increase that is expected to hit this month. So my last video, I talked all about the Louis Vuitton price increase that happened last week, and I went through the price history, the price increases, the percentage in terms of how much the prices changed and on which items, and there were a lot of items that were impacted. In the case of Chanel, it's going to be a tighter group of handbags. I don't think that the small leather goods are going to be impacted this round. Fingers crossed. I do think it is exclusive to most of their classic handbags, but this is all sort of not confirmed yet. For my Louis Vuitton price increase video, I launched that video the day the price increases went into effect, so I knew for 100% certainty that those were the new prices. In this case, I am launching this video just right before the price increase is supposed to happen from Chanel. So please, if there are some small discrepancies here and there in terms of the data that I'm sharing, just know that this is speculative. This is based off of a few different conversations that I had with multiple different Chanel SAs, very sort of discreetly, because as you know, they're quite mysterious and they don't come right out and say, this is exactly what's happening on this day at this price. You know, they don't really, they're not as forthright as you would like them to be, because they're probably advised not to share this information in advance of the official announcement. I've also scoured the website. Purse Bop is a great forum. They post a lot of articles, and they also did some speculating on the prices. So I've sort of created an amalgamation of all the information that have been circulating, and I'm hoping that this information is helpful to you as I'm trying to sort of consolidate it into one video. So as I did with my Louis Vuitton video, I have a spreadsheet here. So here's just some eye candy. These are some of my Chanel bags. I've got my jumbo here to the left. I've got my classic medium classic flap in the medium size, and that is a vintage piece that is 20 years old. This one here, also classic flap in the medium size, red lambskin. These are both lambskin. This is about 10 years old. It's a 13 series. And then here are some of my wallet on chains, and off out of the camera shot are a couple of SLGs. So I'll kind of go through these just as quickly as possible. It seems to me, based on my research, that the biggest increase is going to happen on the classic walks, the wallet on chain. So here, this one here is the classic version, and I have mine in the black caviar with the silver hardware. This one here has been priced at $2,500 for the last couple of years. Actually, this has not been the price on the walk has not changed for the last couple of years. So I had actually been expecting, and I had mentioned a few times, both here on my YouTube channel and on Instagram, saying, I have a feeling this is going to go up to at least $3,000 very soon. So word on the street is that this little cutie here is going to cost now $3,050. So slightly above $3,000. So if this is $2,500 today and it goes up to $3,050, that is a 22% increase. Pretty significant. Now, going back to Louis Vuitton, and I'm sorry to just keep bouncing back and forth, but I find that if you are into luxury designer handbags, you probably are into both Chanel and Louis Vuitton. And the largest increase that I found from Louis Vuitton was on the pochette accessoire, and that was a 25% jump. So this one here on the classic walk is close to that at 22%. So it is a $550 increase that we're expecting. And by the way, all of these increases are expected to go into effect this month on January 15th. So very, very soon. I know that some of you are trying to kind of race against the clock and get your classic piece before the price increase, but I will tell you that notoriously inventory is generally very low right before a price increase. So fingers crossed you get what you are looking for before the increase goes into effect. But I did stop by Chanel and the inventory was very, very low. Also probably because they were wiped out from the holiday rush shoppers. Okay, I do have the other wallet on chains here that I own, but I just want to caveat that these are going to go up probably proportionally. This is my filigree walk in the beige and black. Caviar, this was a bit more than the classic. The seasonal pieces like this are always going to be a little bit more expensive than the classic walks, so just keep that in mind. Same thing with this one here, my rainbow or some people refer to it as the mermaid. This is my iridescent goatskin reissue style walk, and I paid a few $100s over the classic price because that's just how they price it in the boutiques if it is a seasonal piece. So again, keep that in mind when you think about what type of wallet on chain you're looking at. But let's jump to the classics because I know there are a lot of classic lovers and also those who are either trying to add to their collection or buy their very first classic flap. So the small size classic flap, which I don't have, this is, like I said, is the medium size. This one here in the small size is currently $5,800, and that is supposedly going up to $6,100. Yeah, so that'll be a $300 increase, and then you have to add tax on top of that, so that's about a 5% increase. And then the medium size, the one that I have here, these two, the medium is currently $6,500 US retail. This is all US dollars. Supposedly going up to $6,800. Again, another $300 increase, about 5%. The jumbo flap, and mine is a single flap. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 here on the left, I purchased all of these pre-loved. This one from a reseller, this one from Fashion File, this one from the same reseller that I purchased my jumbo from, and then the walk also from Fashion File, but in brand new condition, full set, all of that. So it was pretty much like retail price. All of these I got amazing deals on, paid significantly below retail. So don't be dismayed if you are priced out of the retail prices and you're open to pre-loved. I highly recommend you look into the pre-loved market. And while some have said, and I have said as well, that perhaps the pre-loved market is driving up the retail prices because of the hyper competition out there, because sometimes things are marked up even higher than retail in the secondhand market. I think there is some truth to that, but I don't think that is the primary reason why these prices are skyrocketing. I don't know the reason. I guess we can all speculate. I don't have insider information. Other people have mentioned the tariff. So if you've been reading the luxury news, there was supposed to be a 25% tariff put on all luxury goods coming in from Europe into the United States, which would have been like pretty devastating for the luxury brands and would have been a pretty big impact on pricing. That tariff was suspended. So it has not gone into effect. Sorry, there's a lot of honking behind me. So that has not gone into effect. So that too is not the primary reason for driving up these prices, I don't believe, unless Chanel and Louis Vuitton are doing this preemptively in advance of what they expect the tariffs to be. But I mean, they've been doing increases for a while now, like frequently, every two to three times every year, right? So it's nothing new. Anyway, I'm holding this heavy jumbo in one hand, even though it's a single flap. It is still kind of heavy. So this one, current retail is $7,100, and it looks to be going up to $7,500. So that's a $400 bump and about a 6% increase. So it all adds up. These $100 here, a couple $100 there. The maxi, I believe, is staying the same. It's currently $7,700. I think it's staying the same. I don't know for sure. Then you have the reissues, which I don't own except for the walk version. So the reissued 224 size currently is $5,800. I have not gotten any information on that. Purse Bop as well that I mentioned earlier didn't seem to have any information on that. So maybe the price is staying the same at $5,800. Who knows? Fingers crossed. The next size up is the 225 size. That is currently $6,500, and that's going up by $300. So that will be $6,800. Again, this is all speculative, not confirmed, but that is the word on the street. So that would be a 5% increase. Then the next size, 226, is currently $7,100. Yeah, it's the same price, current retail price as the jumbo. And that is expected to go up to $7,500. So the classic jumbo, as well as the reissued 226 size, are expected to both be $7,500. And that would be about a 6% increase on the reissue as well. Then the largest reissued 227 size is currently $7,700. It is expected to go up to $8,000. $8,000. and that would be about a 4% increase. So my sense is if the reissue 227 size is going up from 7,700 to 8,000, it's quite possible that the classic maxi flap could also be impacted similarly, because that also is 7,700 at the moment. I have no information on that. It seems like that's going to stay the same, but I wouldn't be surprised if that too went up to 8,000. Then another bag that I don't have is the very popular, very trendy Chanel 19. The medium size currently is going for 4,800. Word on the street is that it will be bumped up to 5,100. That's about a 6% increase. Then the Chanel 19 larger size, that is currently 5,300, will be bumped by $200. So that'll be 5,500. That's about a 4% increase. And then the 19 maxi size, which I have not seen on anyone, but that's the largest size, currently going for 5,800, expected to jump to 6,100. So that'd be a $300 jump, about 5% increase. I hope you're following all these numbers. Here, I'll just kind of quickly show you. You can also screenshot this if you'd like. Again, I keep caveating, I know, speculative, so not confirmed yet, but give or take, this is what the buzz is saying. Then you've got the boy bags. Again, another bag that I don't own. Very trendy, very popular. Small boy bag, 4,600 at the moment, going up to 4,800. Medium size, currently 5,000, supposed to go up to 5,300. And then the large boy size, currently 5,600, going up to 5,800. So here are the percentage increases, 4%, 6%, 4% respectively. Again, I'll hold this here if you want to take a screenshot. Just please know, like asterisks, that these are not confirmed prices, where in the case of my Louis Vuitton price increase video, those were confirmed because I launched that video the day that the price increases were announced and went into effect. So a little bit different here. I don't think that the SLGs, the small leather goods, are going to be impacted. I did speak with my SA just a couple days ago, and she seemed to be hinting that SLGs will be left alone for the time being. So if you're looking for a little card holder, a coin purse, or the O cases, anything like that, I think they will be okay for now. Now, interesting information that I got from a couple of different conversations with Chanel SAs. Number one, the Chanel price increases. I know everyone says, well, they always go up. We kind of have to assume they're going to go up. I agree with you. Chanel price increases and Louis Vuitton price increases are going to happen. I did hear a story from one of my subbies saying that way back a few years ago, there was a price adjustment, like a market readjustment. I don't know the details or the specifics on it, but at that time, Louis Vuitton actually lowered the price on some of their items, which is pretty cool. I know Celine did that. Celine did that with their classic box bag. They launched it at a certain price and then lowered it by a couple of $100s. So it does happen from time to time, but it is more of an anomaly than the norm. But I will say that in speaking with long-time Chanel SAs, folks who've been working at Chanel for 20 plus years, they say that generally Chanel increase their prices every other year or every couple of years, right? For most of their history, except in the last few years, they've started to really aggressively pick up the pace in terms of how frequently they are increasing their prices. So now it is more like 2 to 3 times a year. And the same with Louis Vuitton. And I don't know who started the trend, where it began, but that seems to be the new thing. So it's not really like normal. It's not just, oh, this is business as usual. It's actually much more aggressive than even their own pricing strategies in the past. So I don't know what's happening. If you have any theories or thoughts, please comment down below, or just your thoughts in general. I know this is kind of like a heated topic. I think I covered, you know what I missed here? The minis. How could I miss the minis? So the mini square flap, currently going for $3,600, is expected to go up to $4,000. You can see that here. 3,600, 4,000. That's 11% increase. So that would be the next highest percentage increase after the wallet on chains that I showed you earlier, the 22%. The mini rectangular flap, currently 3,800. This one here, I have to notate here because some people are saying it's going to go up to 4,000 as well, which would make it the exact same price as the mini square. That would be about a 5% increase from the current price, but others are saying it's going to go up slightly above $4,000, which would make sense because proportionally, you see, $3,600 on the square to $4,000 is a $400 bump. If you do the same thing here, a $400 bump on the rectangular mini would make it $4,200, which would make it pretty much the same 11%. So I would not be surprised if the mini rectangulars went up to 42%. There are new colors coming out right now with the 21P collection launch. That new collection is expected to launch on the 18th of January, so it's interesting timing-wise. So if this is all true, the price increases will happen on the 15th of the month, and then 3 days later, all the new 21P stuff will be coming out, although a lot of the boutiques already have many of the 21P items, so I don't know the rhyme or reason in the launching schedule. It seems like it really varies depending on boutique and geography. But anyway, that's what it is for now. And if you have any other information that would be helpful to us, please share in the comments below, or if you have any corrections, because like I said, this is all speculative. I do feel pretty sure about most of these prices though, based on the conversations that I've had. And I do feel pretty certain about the dates. Like I said, January 15th for the price increase, January 18th for the 21P collection to come out officially. But who knows? I mean, if Chanel Corporate decides to make a sudden change, then all this can change as well. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel and you like to keep up to date on luxury news and also are interested in just designer handbags and small leather goods and reviews and comparisons and all of that, that's what this channel is all about. So I would love for you to consider subscribing. Till next time, thanks so much. Bye-bye.